Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I apologize. I had to redo the stream because I had I don't know what the hell was going on with YouTube today, but for some reason it was just not acting, wasn't acting great for me, so I had to change a few things going forward with some of these streams because I don't know. Some of it got messed up in the process. So, want to thank everybody for joining the stream today. Hope everybody is doing very well. Definitely a lot to talk about. We're going to be going over the Patriots game. We have to move on real quick because really, we'll talk a little Vikings today. Nothing crazy, nothing much, but we will have the stream tonight, which we're doing now. We'll have a shakedown on Wednesday. We'll be streaming the game Thursday. Then Friday, we'll actually have a stream Friday night to talk about the Vikings game going into the weekend since the Eagles, already played their game for the week and should have really no trouble with anything else. So this stream is for you guys, for me, for us to kind of get into the conversation of the Patriots game a little bit. And how worried are you? For me, I'm not really that worried. I feel like this is all fixable. This is all fixable stuff that we're going through right now. So I wouldn't really go too crazy on it. But obviously, we have to talk about, good things, and the good things usually go with the bad things. So there's a lot to definitely, kind of go over in general. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Appreciate everybody jumping into the stream. We got Jacob. What's going on, man? What up, Joey? We going to win, but an ugly one. Yeah, it is what it is, man. We did. Rogers got card. Yeah, the Jets are cursed, man. I live in New York, and I'm around Jet fans all the time, and holy shit, dude. I think their defense is definitely legitly good, though. Their defense is good. It's very, very good. No doubt. Jason with the ankle injury, he's getting an MRI scan. It might be a broken ankle. I don't know. It's obviously not good. Chris was said, "What up, Shake? September 18th, final summer will be." Oh, nice. I didn't know that. I actually went on their page and they came out with a new video today, and I went on their page and asked when this was coming out. But that's awesome. That's really close. Few days. Bill Bowski, I could hear you loud and clear. Jose says, "I am in no way, shape, or form worried about yesterday. We will be fine." Bill Bowski, not as worried as Jets fans right now. I think watching the Giants and Cowboys play last night and how that came about, I think we feel a little bit better about ourselves because I haven't heard a peep from Giant fans at all. I haven't heard nothing from any of the Giant fans. So it's been kind of crazy. Eagles talk from Delco. What's going on, dude? I hope you're having a good day, man. So to take away what we could take away here, what's inexcusable for this team, really, when you think about it, all right? A lot of things are inexcusable going into the middle of this week now because, to be honest, I wasn't happy about that game. I was not happy about it. It wasn't great. One carry for DeAndre Swift. The offense was very vanilla. They didn't look prepared. They looked like they had another type of game plan going into this thing when the weather was persisting. And, the defense really carried this offense, and Jake Elliott carried this team with 4 out of 4 field goals made. So thank God something from our special teams definitely did help us during this game. But no Dallas Goedert. All the snaps went to Kenny Gainwell. Really nothing much with these receivers. We didn't get, you have Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith had the touchdown in the first half. You had A.J. Brown that got involved somewhat, I guess. We got screwed over on that long ball to A.J. Brown on the right sideline. Quez Watkins only had 3 receptions. I felt like nobody got involved. It was a very vanilla, robotic type offense, and it was like a Gainwell handoff, Jalen Hurts running with the ball, or a 3-yard pass to a wide receiver. That's all we were really getting out of this offense, and it really pissed me off. Really did. I was actually really, really mad over it. This is all fixable, but it's just so weird. It's just so weird that there's got to be something else. There must have been some other game plan. You're telling me after Brian Johnson has stuck around Shane Steichen for that long that this is what we got for our first game? Was there more? How do you not throw to Dallas Goedert? You target him one time. How do you not go to Dallas Goedert when he's? That's just what I don't get. I don't get why a lot more that were involved in this game. I just don't get it. there's something else going on behind this game into the weather, and I think it went into obviously a short week. Like they just, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. To make room for Aaron Sipos and Britton Covey, I'm guessing they had to sit Rashad Penny out and they had to sit out Albert O for this game. So, came out with the win, but it's just kind of nuts, man. Kind of nuts. Black Wolf says Eagles should have traded for a linebacker, Patrick Queen, back in the summer. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you don't put money into this position, guys. This is what happens when no money is in this position. That's what sucks about it. Like the Eagles, it's not like the Eagles haven't made moves at linebacker. The Eagles went after Zach Cunningham, Miles Jack. Miles Jack retired. Now you sign Rashaan Evans now that actually had a pretty good year with Tennessee. He actually had a very good year last year. Okay. Where is it? I don't even think I have it on here, but let's see. Rashaan Evans for last year. I did a video on it earlier, but so I don't want to make a mistake on this. I don't want to make a mistake on the statistics with Rashaan Evans. So Evans, if I could find this, I just had it on my phone like a second ago. I just had it and it's gone. Where is it? I just had it. Why is this? So, yeah, Rashaan Evans is 27 years old, was the 22nd overall pick in 2018 by Tennessee out of Alabama. Played with Falcons last season and started at 17 games with 159 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble and 3 fumble recoveries. Was rated number 52 out of 81 off-ball linebackers by PFF, which I'm not a big fan of PFF, but as an off-the-ball linebacker, he didn't rank too bad last year. A very productive year for Rashaan Evans. So I don't know. I think they have too much. I don't know how much faith who's going to be the green dot on our defense at middle linebacker. I mean, Nakobe Dean is apparently going to be out for a whole entire month. About 4 weeks out, he'll be back. And the guy didn't even last a game. I mean, didn't even last one game. So it's kind of it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Meets, I'm afraid that we have 2 Jonathan Gannons now. We might be 1 season. Dude, it's too early, dude. It's way too early. It's way too early. Obviously not, because Gannon's defense got 6 sacks. I think 6 to 8 sacks on Washington. It had nothing to do with not getting pressure. We had pressure. Our corners are playing so off the ball right now. I mean, literally, it's like 5 yards to a first down, and they have their corners literally backed up, literally. I mean, a few yards behind the first down marker. You know what I mean? So picking up a linebacker will be utilized. Yeah, I don't know, unless Nicholas Morrow's brought from practice squad, most likely. So that's it. DB Cooper says 0-2. Who said 0-2? I never said 0-2. You're talking to the wrong guy that said 0-2. But how do you know you're gonna win against the Jets next week? How do you know that? Why? Because Aaron Rodgers, I think the Jets defense is really good. It might be as good or better than the Cowboys defense. So Flying High said they need to put in Sidney Brown, ask the players what they think works. The coaching was bad. Yeah, it wasn't good, man. It wasn't good, especially like, I don't know. Nakobe Dean didn't. I think as a downhill linebacker, he played really well. As coverage on tight ends, he didn't play fantastic. You know? No, like there is hype for Christian Ellis. Like he was very productive, but the thing is like he definitely needs more work. He needs more work. It's really tackling, man. I didn't really like his tackling too much. I think he can get into. I think he's got certain fits. He can get into certain fits when he shoots the gap really well. I think it comes down to. I think it just comes down to. Yeah, literally just finding the right guy. Yeah, I think the Jets defense is really good, man. Chris says, Shakes, we need to get upgraded linebacker safety ASAP. Also on the offense, be more aggressive. Swift needs 15 touches a game. Well, yeah, he needs more than 1. He needs more than one touch a game. Kank Ship said we need Goddard time against the Vikings. Let's say Dallas has the best defense. Stop smoking. The Dallas defense is good, but the Dallas defense isn't going to carry. You're not going to get away with Dallas. You're not going to get away with Dak Prescott throwing for 170 yards. It's not going to happen every single game. It's way too early. It's the first game. I don't know why Cowboys are getting hype off of one game. It's not like the Eagles lost this week, so I don't get what the big hype is because they put 40 points on a Giants team that has no number one receiver. No number one receiver. No legit weapon in the Giants offense at all. I don't know who's on the Giants offense that's a legit weapon. That's just what it is. A win is a win at the end of the day, but I'm only saying this because everyone's patting their chest so hard. So I would say Brown needs to come in. Character development says D-line did their job. Secondary linebackers lost. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with that. I feel like there was the pressure's there. You got these corners backed up off the line so much. Like, these receivers and tight ends for the Patriots had at least 5 to 8 yards. 5 to 7. I would say 5 to 7, 5 to 8 yards of they were open for 5 to 8 yards. How are you going to generate a pass rush like that? You're not going to generate a pass rush. If you at least can get physical, and trust me, do not trade Big Play Slay like a zone cornerback. Do not treat him like that. You cannot treat him like that at all. Okay? That's the one thing you can't do here. Okay, you got to get these guys. Now, I wouldn't say they got to be full press coverage the whole game, but you got to keep, Mac Jones holds onto that ball for a couple more seconds. You have another 4 to 5 sacks. So, Green Machine says Cowboys think the Super Bowl is the September. Let's say, says Joey, you hate when Dallas win. No, I actually hate when people come in the chat with like 2 different accounts, and it's actually really fucking pathetic, but that's just me. Because let's say I know you have 2 accounts on here, and it's really annoying. It's pretty embarrassing, honestly. We got Super Chat from Provide Jones. Says, love you, Joey. Been a loyal fan for a while now. Eagles just getting the rust off. Go Birds. D-line cooking pretty solid for playing zone too damn much. Yeah, I totally agree. And it's just to a point where Nick Sirianni said after the game that they might actually change the way they do they might change the way they do the offseason. They might change it a little bit. So, we'll see what happens. They're going to have to change the offseason program next year. It's going to have to happen. They cannot continue like this with playing one series. I think part of this is the offseason part. They did it last year, and they knocked the rust off pretty well last year. This year, they haven't knocked the rust off pretty well. So it's a little bit of a problem. So appreciate the super chat very much, man. Appreciate it so much. I don't think the Eagles are in trouble. This is fixable. This is nothing. This is from rust. This is from just not playing enough. And I don't think these guys have been on the field too much. They haven't, really. Since the first week of preseason for one series, they have not been on the field that much at all. So, we'll see. Bobby Murphy, what's going on, dude? He said that game plan sucked. It's raining. Run the damn ball. Well, it wasn't raining the whole time. That's what I'm saying. When the rain did stop, okay, when the rain actually stopped, they had no other game plan. When the rain stopped, and then Mac Jones started slinging it, and the Eagles just kept doing the same thing the whole entire game. You know what I mean? That's what they did the whole time. There was no changes to that offense when the weather switched up, and there was nothing to take out of it. It was the same exact shit that we seen. So, it's interesting. Interesting. I didn't get why either. That's just a rep. So what up, Joey? What do you think about Rashad Evans? It's a good signing. I think he's a good off-the-ball linebacker, but I don't know if they're going to use him this week. I wouldn't use Nicholas Morrow, to be honest with you. I'd probably start Rashad Evans easily because he's played off-the-ball linebacker a lot. I don't think Nicholas Morrow is going to last in coverage. I think as a guy that can shoot the gap and stuff, he's fine. And like a tackling machine, he could tackle and do all this other stuff. But I don't think Rashaan Evans, I think he would be the most likely they should probably put up. Is a few days enough for him to start? I don't know. But he doesn't know that he's not a middle. Like, they can't put him at middle linebacker. They're going to have to put somebody at middle linebacker, and I don't think it's going to be Zach Cunningham. So I don't know what they're going to do here. I think they're just going to add some more bodies to the game at linebacker and just see what happens and then make some changes, make some switches. So we'll see. Russell said RPO going to get Hurts murdered against the Cowboys. Why is that? I don't know why everyone's taking so much out of one game. Like it's one game. Like one game doesn't make your season. Like this is like a character building game. Like the Eagles got out of it. The defense pulled out, okay? The defense saved this game. Jake Elliott saved this game with 4 field goals, and this defense made it count at the end. You know, they didn't trust me. If this team completely gave up, I wouldn't have too much faith going into the same game this week. I would think so, but you know, we'll see. Jarius says, like the stream. Appreciate it so much, Jay. Yeah, I think he is solid. And statistically, statistic-wise, I thought he was pretty good last year. Don't know why he was a free agent. I didn't see any injuries or anything, so. Shout out, 1H Pieces, shout out to Seahawks, Lions, and Bears for passing up on Carter. Y'all the real MVPs. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm looking at, dude, Jalen Carter is the real deal. Jordan Davis played great. Milton Williams played great. A lot of these guys played excellent. They played absolutely great. Jalen Carter had, 7 pressures and a sack this game? I thought he played great. Thought he played fantastic. So, good. Kavai says, Hurts really about to show up this Thursday. Just wait, and thanks for always getting my name right. Oh, Kavai Jones, of course, man. I got you. Oh, yeah, but what's going on, dude? He said Dallas all hype being a trash team. I mean, the Giants. I don't get offensively. Offensively, they don't have anybody. So. And so what's up, Joey? Kelly says the Eagles don't want to pay linebackers, and it's coming back to bite them 100%. This is what happens when you put no money into that position. You have to go out and get free agent after free agent after free agent after free agent. That's what they've been doing this whole year. I'm not saying they got to draft a linebacker in the first round next year, but they have got to get somebody next year. I'm kind of going to go in that direction that they really need to go get a linebacker in the draft next year, but they won't do it regardless. So. Well, Stacey's Vikings lost, so you're going to have to fight like hell. Well, we're going to be perfectly fine. DB says Eagles have a mediocre game and it blamed in the rain. Cowboys dominate Giants and downpour and it's blamed on a bad Giants. What does that have to do with anything, dude? What does that have to do with anything? I mean, these don't this doesn't piss me off. Like I don't get it. I don't get what beating the Giants did anything. If it's not the rain, it's the rain. If it's not the rain, it's the Giants. If it's not the same team, it's somebody else. So that's just what it is, bro. The Giants don't have any weapons. Period. Dak Prescott is not going to have 170 fucking yards passing every single game, and it's the first week of the season. The Cowboys do fantastic in September, and then the downfall fucking happens in a few months. And just wait for it. I mean, at the end of the day, like this is what the Cowboy fans did last year. Every time we played the same team, if the Cowboys scored more points than them, they were the better team because they scored more points after facing the same person on the schedule. It's the most babyish shit I have ever listened to. So. Professor says it seemed like Mac Jones was getting rid of the ball very quickly. Yeah. I mean, is Kirk known for quickly snap or throw? I mean, Kirk can get any quarterback can get the ball out fast because the tape is going to be there. The only thing the Eagles will actually have an advantage of if they fix what they fix going into Thursday, because what did they show on tape on Sunday? I mean, what did they show on tape? You know what I mean? Hawks is Philly 500 said 0-2. That's Philly. I didn't say that. I don't say shit like that. He says stuff like that. I don't say nothing like that. I said I don't think they're going to be. I didn't say they were going to be 0-2. What did I say on the stream? I said the Cowboys would beat the Giants. I never said the Cowboys were going to lose that game. I never said that. I said the first stream we talked about the Cowboys schedule or the Cowboys going into those first 2 games. I said that they were definitely going to win at MetLife. Okay. 100%. Brian said, Brian Johnson's character better includes using Swift as hell a lot more. Let's forget about the rotation, please. It sucks. Yeah, I mean, it's abnormal. It's abnormal to use. It's abnormal to use one, one rushing one rush for DeAndre Swift. It's almost Kenneth Gainwell isn't and I know there's a lot of Kenneth Gainwell fans, but look where it got us. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell is still a good running back, but he's not the best back in this team. He's not the best back, period. That's the definite truth to it all. That's John McMullen said he hasn't seen much of an impact player since Aaron. Yeah, because he gets he's unblockable. Because Jalen Carter is unblockable. He gets constant pressure. It's no joke, man. Like 7 pressures. I mean, probably even more than that, to be honest with you. Got through that line pretty damn fast. And Jordan Davis played fantastic. Simple as that. Yuba says, how's it going, Joey? What's going on, man? Bang Bang says, people overthink winning or losing week 1 is annoying. Well, that's what happens. That's what happens. Just like last year when the Eagles faced the Giants, when the Eagles faced their Giants. Sorry, I'll get to the super chat. Sorry about that. When the Eagles faced the Giants, okay, last year when they had all their backups in and the Eagles barely beat them, everybody said that we were going to lose in the playoffs against the Giants. Everyone said we barely beat the Giants with their backups and we couldn't do a damn thing, and look what happened. We fucking destroyed them. So it is what it is. All these people in here that are putting up emojis and that they're acting like, because of a week 1 win is a big deal. It is what it is. But this is week 1, bro. Anything can happen after today. Because I'm about to make these streams subscriber only. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these subscriber only for Eagle fans. That's what I'm about to do real soon. Have intelligent conversations for once that nobody can have. CW Gear of the Super Chat. Thank you so much, man. It says, Cowboys fans all hyped. I watched the game and Dak with shaky 2 missing wide open receivers. Yes, have good defense, but at the end of the day, we have Jalen. They have Dak, who missed 5 games, still tied league in picks. Well, that is true. And like I'm saying, like Dak Prescott's not going to have 170-something yards every single game. Like, that defense did a lot of work to an offense that has nothing. What do the Giants have offensively? You have a bad quarterback in Daniel Jones, and you have no weapons. There's nobody. Besides Saquon Barkley and maybe Waller, there's nobody there. If your tight end is your pass catcher, it's not good. You know what I mean? So... Trace, appreciate the super chat, by the way, Gearhead, very much. Thank you so much. Why can't I pick this? Oh, there it is. Trace says, when asked, Nick said it was happy with the play calling yesterday. I hope he's just saying, well, Nick didn't say he was happy. I think Nick said that there's no excuse to not give Dallas Goedert the ball and DeAndre Swift the ball. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. Thanks. I never thought the Cowboys were going to lose the Giants. They own the Giants like we do. Blake says, Joe, do you think we were bland on purpose? I'm not saying we were bland on purpose, but it's just so weird how Dallas Goedert was just inexcusable in this game. Like just totally disappeared from this game. No DeAndre Swift. Like I felt, they had a healthy scratch in Rashad Penny. This is what I'm really trying to figure out. Like, why was Rashad Penny a healthy scratch? I really don't. Why was he a healthy scratch? Like, there was some weird crap going into this game I really just didn't get at all. It made no sense to me why they did what they did. I'm still trying to figure it out. I still don't get it, So, Mayor Tim, can Nolan Smith get more playing time? I don't know. I got to do a video on it. Well, not really a video on it, but I have the snap count from every player. Somebody actually put the report up of all the snaps. I didn't see much of Nolan Smith in that game. I don't know if it was because of the rotation or were they trying to put him at outside linebacker or something like that. So I'm not really sure. Dave says, Cowboys know we beat Giants 3 times last year. They ain't nothing special. Yeah, we put up over 100 points on them. So, you know what I mean? 100 points in 3 games. Dak is rusty like Hurts in the first game, so relax. If Cowboys keep dominating, Dak goes off, they'll put up 40 every game. It's not as easy as you think, dude. Because your defense ain't going to play like that every single game. It's not going to play like that. It's not going to play out like that every single week. There's going to be moments where Dak is going to have the pressure on him, and that's just where the downfall is going to be. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts looked like shit. Like, I'm not saying he looked perfect because he didn't. The whole entire team didn't look great, but they still won the game at the end of the day. But I'm not pumping my chest over 1 week win. Whether I wouldn't even cared. I wouldn't even care if they won 40 or more points. I wouldn't even care. I felt good when they were up 16-0 and they totally blew it for a while. But at the end of the day, it's week 1. The team could change in 6 weeks. Injuries happen. Anything could happen in 5 to 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Like the Eagles didn't play well. That's 100% true. I'm non-biased when it comes to how they play. Because trust me, I call them out every 2 seconds. But I said Dak Prescott was 12 or 23 for 145 yards. Oh, it was 145. That's even worse. Defense and special teams won that game. It's crazy, dude. That's not going to happen every game. That's totally not going to happen every game. I mean, first of all, they had a block kick touchdown. Okay, that was given. There was a few that were just given, period. But we'll see. Look at Eagles fans acting like they don't be in Cowboys chat. I just love it because I don't go in Mark Holmes' chat. I don't even watch Mark Holmes, period, because I really don't even care. Simple as that. Dank says, I don't go into Mark Holmes' chat. It looks like it stinks over there. I am never on Cowboys channels. I get off my computer every time I make videos and I do my thing. I don't sit and go to other people's live streams and talk for 10 hours. I don't. It's just the truth. Eagles struggle against a bad team. Well, the Patriots defense isn't bad, dude. They were a top 10 defense last year. I don't know what that means. I don't get what this whole like Patriots were trash. Like their defensive line's really good. Like they're a pretty good defense. They were top 10 defense last year. I don't get the whole talk of we beat a trash team. Radiation Bots, thank you so much. Member for 5 months, Camper Tier. Thank you so much. I hope the offensive line isn't getting old on us. Nah, I'm not worried about that. I ain't worried about none of that. Look, at the end of the day, certain fans are on a high right now, and that's just what it is, man. That's what it is. At the end of the day, the Eagles still won their game. They have a Thursday night game this week, and hopefully we'll look better. And that's it. I'm just taking it one day at a time. These are the guys that are going to get karma real fucking quick at the end of the season. Simple as that. Got iDrip with the super chat. Thank you so much, man. He says, don't come brag to us about beating the Giants. Go talk Washington about that. We were 3-0 them last year. It's week 1. Check back. Hey, dude, it's too early. I never talk shit this early. I don't talk shit after one win. I don't care if it's an ugly win. I don't care if we beat a team by 40 points. It doesn't piss me off one bit. We didn't lose this week. And so for another, someone in the NFC East is going to win and somebody's going to lose. It's just what's going to happen. That's what it is. Thanks to Speed Either. I'm usually fishing for other Eagles videos. I only look at Eagles content. I don't go to Cowboy. I don't watch these other guys because half these guys don't even watch me, so I don't really care to even watch them. I could care less. Carrot says Texas boy stay Eagles streams. He lives all the time. Well, I think Lissay Williams has 2 accounts, by the way. It's definitely him, so it's pretty sad. He won't say it on stream, but it's pretty sad, to be honest. Ian said, hey, Joey, what's going on, man? Logan says, Mark Holmes is a cool dude besides a Cowboys fan. Oh, yeah, 100%, man. 100%. It's too early, bro. It's way too early right now. Chris, that was last year. This year, Hurts looked so bad. I was thinking he was still injured from last year. No. It was a lot of the play calling. There's no... Dude, if anybody thinks Jalen Hurts is regressing this year, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, if any Eagles fan is in this chat that's saying that Jalen Hurts is regressing, just leave. Because that's the biggest bunch of BS I've ever heard in my life. I don't want to hear one thing about Jalen Hurts regressing. Because that's, unless, if it's Cowboy fans saying it, I don't care. But, I'm telling you, nothing looked right yesterday. Nothing looked right. Let's see. Eagles fans says same shit every year with them week 1 of the Super Bowl champions. This fan base is a joke. Carol's are more insane than the meth head that lives next door. Interesting. You watch the Giants win next week no matter where they play. No matter who they play. What? You watch the Giants win next week no matter who they play? Who are they playing next week? I don't know their schedule. I have no idea. Mark says, right, Joe, would be on the other team's video content talking shit in the stream. I don't because I don't care. Because number one, I have a life outside of YouTube, and I don't sit on here all day looking at people's looking at different rival fans' content, and I don't sit here in chats all day either. Unless it's Eagles fans, that's all that matters. I highly doubt it. But thanks. It looked like they didn't get time in the preseason. True. Oh, well, dude, they got no time. What time did they get? Seriously, what time did they get in the preseason? One series. That's it. One series. One series is all they got. That was it. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. We got a super chat. If it pops up, I'm sorry. My chat's sorry. We got a super chat from CW Gearhead. Says, hold on, let me dig out my VHS players so Cowboy fans can go relive the glory days. I should have a VC. I think I actually have a VCR laying around in storage. I'll get it out for everybody. Why not? I'll get it out for everybody. I should tell Dak, win a damn big game. Let me tell you something. These Cowboy fans are going to be, once Dak fucks up a game, they're going to be calling for Trey Lance in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, they will be calling for Trey Lance to start for a Cowboys game this year. I 100% know it's going to happen. 100. Dynasty, we destroyed the Giants in the playoffs. Difference between Eagles and Cowboys fans, we don't brag about beating garbage teams. Prince says, we don't care about y'all bringing up the glory days. I bet no Eagles can remember last time we lost in the Super Bowl. I wasn't born. Jacob says, I would be worried around 5 or 6 weeks in the season. Ian says, Cowboys totally won the toilet bowl. Let's see. Kank says, we all remember the Prescott jersey burning videos after losing to the Niners again. Yeah. Talk about losing against a 6th-round quarterback, dude. That's pretty bad. Because to start game well with a head scratcher itself, but how do you not activate Penny? Laurie was looking sick in the skybox too, man. Yeah, he really wasn't. Yeah, he was pretty pissed off. I didn't get this whole rotation. I mean, there's so much that went wrong. Like, the decisions they made, even when the weather cleared up, they just did the same. They were acting as if it was still, like, the weather was still coming down. I don't know what happened. I honestly have no idea what happened, so... Well, we'll see. He was Life said, we got a tough schedule, and I bet we still win the East because we got Hurts. The man Jerry was sucking off the media. Yeah, I think some of that was a troll job, though. I think a lot of that was like a definite troll job. Definite troll job, no doubt. Mark says, sometimes you play good D-lines. Look like the Bengals and Joe. Only getting 85 yards in a game. Browns dominated that game. Pats won the up front against our O-line. Yeah, I mean, they won against the up front of our O-line. Oh, they didn't beat us horribly. Like, they didn't beat us up front horribly, but, I mean, yeah, they gave pressure on third downs. They gave a lot of pressure to Hurt. Well, what creative plays was this offense even doing? Every time Gainwell's in the backfield, they know it's a run. Every time Swift is in the game, they know it's a pass. They made it so obvious. The defensive line is going to get the get up on your offense when certain players are in the game. If Gainwell's in, they know they're running the ball. I mean, they made it that obvious. Every time Gainwell is next to Jalen Hurts, 9 out of 10 times they're running the football. So they already knew what was coming most of the time in that game. So... just ridiculous. I'll say, what's your prediction on totals winning for the Eagles this season? Did the Eagles change your mind? No, from one game? No, it's one game. One. That's it. Everyone thinks like I've changed my mind and I think like the Eagles are gonna have a shit year this year. It's one fucking game. That's it. One game. I'm not going off of if they're still let me tell you, if they're still playing like this for I'd say by week 4 to 5, if they're still playing like this, exactly like this, trust me, I will fucking be like, this team is horrible and we're in trouble, and I will start panicking. Trust me, by that time, I'll be fine. So, just saying. You said these Cowboys are already talking Super Bowl pathetic. Josh says game plan was set not to switch much film to a conference rival on Thursday night. Yeah, Goddard. Yeah, I agree, man. I totally agree. He was. Trust me, I gave a lot of players shit during that game. No joke. I really did. Gave a lot of players a lot of shit the other day. The one Eagles fan says, the one Eagles fan, hold on. What the hell's going on with this chat? All right, I'm good. Sorry, this is going so fast, I can't click on. There we go. That one Eagles fan, 1986, said it was one game and the Patriots D is pretty good. Well, they were top 10. Their defense was top 10 last year. The offense didn't play well last year. The defense was pretty good. Defense was really good. As a unit last year, they played pretty well. You can get pressured, no doubt. Blake says, I don't like how we never line up under center either. They did a few. They didn't really do it that much. They did it a few times. But I don't think they really do it that much. I don't think they really do it that much either. I mean, last year they definitely did it a lot more, but we'll see. Chris said, we used to win the division that you guys are in third place. Bro, it's one game. How are you naming something that's first, second, third place after one game, dude? That's what it is. It's like, it's crazy. Trace, I'd rather not have to bow. I'm excited to see Job. I think he will play good. Taco says no man coverage. No, they played a lot of zone. I mean, you're not going to generate a pass rush. I mean, I'm looking at literally like the Patriots had there was I think 5 yards for a first down. It was like 4 to 5 yards for a first down. Those Eagle cornerbacks were literally 2 to 3 yards. At least I'd say 3 yards because they were kind of off screen. I couldn't even see them that much. They were about 3 yards past the first down marker. I mean, literally past the first down marker. That's how crazy it was. You know what I mean? So I'll say we're going to get cooked in the zone. Josh said, not to mention Belichick is the best game plan coach in NFL history. Fans need to chill. Eagles are fine. I'm not worried, man. I'm not. I thought, look, they played like shit, but they won the game, and everything that they did was fixable. There's nothing that says it's not fixable at all. That's what I'm saying. I said, we'll be impressed if when you could beat the 49ers. Thanks, sis. Seriously, it's like they force us to talk about him. Brian, so I'll say this. B. Johnson will be a liability if he doesn't use DeAndre Swift. I feel rushing Serm in the end. Chris says, oh, thanks for the compliment coming from an Eagles fan. I don't know if that was supposed to be towards me. He even says, all these Showboy fans be delusional. Once they lose, they be hiding. Blake says, JC gonna record another sack on Thursday. Watch. Tracy, I'm still lukewarm against the side. I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, I'd look like, dude, it's still very early. Like I said, like you can't go off of how they're gonna coach from one game. Okay, like 2017 Super Bowl year, like they didn't play the best first game. The first game was okay. They lost in KC. They played the Giants, played a close game, and you know what I mean? So sometimes it takes that one moment to really get things going, you know? I think this is definitely a game they could learn from, no doubt. Kind of build some character there. No joke. Johnson said post coverage, 49.3 yards. Yeah, it was he punted very, very well. I thought he punted great. I thought he punted very well the other day. Really enjoyed it. I was very sorry, I had to refresh one of my pages quick because that wasn't working for some reason. Let's see here. I'm still learning how to do this chat thing. So, Lowe says Jalen was rusty yesterday, but he will bounce back on Thursday. I totally agree. I totally agree. I'm not worried about Jalen Hurts. I'm not worried about the coaching staff. I feel like we'll be fine. HP said I would kept Wallace over Evans. Matt says early worrying place when we still got many games to go right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's too early. You can't pump your chest. Like, the thing is, like, if I can't pump my chest after 1 week, and I don't want to say the wrong. The thing is, I don't believe in I can't pump my chest after a win this week. I can't do it. I can't say they're going to be doing good. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter how many points they beat them by. It doesn't matter what the win looked like, ugly or it was perfect. Like, still, even if the win was perfect and we had no issues, I can't take this too serious. Can't take the win too seriously. I think down the road it will definitely help. A win like this definitely helps. Especially this win 10 weeks down the road might help us in a lot of ways. Like, thank God we won that game. Man, we played like shit, but thank God we got it. You know what I mean? DB says, "Been fun. Later, guys. Can't wait to meet up. Joey, you're a good guy. Relax. Are you near the Philly area? Are you actually in Texas, DB? Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate you coming in, spitting your stuff, man. I'm a little heated because I really want to play better this week. I want to play better this week, man. I really do. Not even kidding, man. I'm dying for this team to look explosive on Thursday because I don't even want to, dude. Like, I don't want to get a mixed game going into this Thursday. Like, now they got to replace Bradbury. Who's taking that spot? I'm guessing it's going to be Josh Jobe, most likely. But I'm telling you right now, Justin Jefferson had, 130-something yards the first half of that game they just played last week and still lost. If they don't shadow Slay on Jefferson the whole game, we're done. It's done. I'm not even trying to say they got no chance, but it's done. They have a nice trio now. Kirk Cousins is the weakest link to that offense. Okay, they got T.J. Hawkinson that ended up getting that big contract, so they have a nice tight end, which we had issues with 2 tight ends this past week. All right, they literally have. Okay, they got Jordan Addison, fantastic number 2 player, fantastic. And they got Justin Jefferson. Do not put Josh Jobe on Justin Jefferson. I'm telling you right now, don't leave Slay on one side of the field come Thursday because it's going to be an issue. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. I don't want to, can't do that. John Rosavi, what up, Joey? A fortunate Eagles win, but I must say that Dallas Cowboys appear to retake the NFC East. That team has a serious chip on their shoulder, and defense has tenacity. You got to be a Cowboys fan. It's like how you can't pump your chest about being the Giants. Like, the Giants are the last team on my mind going into this season when we beat them 3 times last year. And yes, last year was last year, but I'm just saying, like, congratulations on the win against the Giants, but it's week 1. There are so many weeks left in football. So many. Kate said, I need an explosive offense and mean defense Thursday. Win or lose, I just want to play with some fire. Thanks. It depends on the O-line holding up. Chris says, Cousins lost 2 fumbles and threw a pick. Pressure is key. Most likely Jobe going to take Bradbury's spot, and Nicholas Morrow might take Dean. Yeah, probably, maybe. I mean, I don't think Dean is going to be good when it comes to, off-the-ball coverage. Probably not. Thanks says, what Vikings O-line is bad? If we get to Cousins early, we can rattle him. They better play a little bit more press. They better press just a little bit on these wide receivers because they need more time to generate this pass rush. They can get through, but if Kirk Cousins is fast enough with his eyes to get these short passes going like Mac Jones did, you're not going to get to him in time. I feel like they can get through almost every time. So I don't need the chat. Say overhyped. I would say it. Yeah, well, come meet me, bro. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. Make a YouTube channel and make a video, then I'll respect you more. But I don't respect none of y'all. I respect none of y'all that don't put your face up the camera. At least there are Cowboy fans out there that are annoying content creators that actually put content out, and they're still fucking annoying. But half of these guys don't have balls to make content, put their face on camera. So all you guys have no balls. Khalil Will says, you live for style. Style comes with time. You don't come out of the box with swag. You attain it. Calm down, Joey. They lost this week. Their defense is not built. No. What they have is definitely fixable for this week. There's enough time to change this. Obviously, some of the offseason woes of not playing too much has definitely, we'll see. We'll see. He was his Dallas 40 Burgers regular season. It can't get no conference championship game. If Job is covering Jefferson, we're in trouble, not because Job is bad. Jefferson is just that good. Oh, no. Jefferson can beat anybody in the league. That's the problem. I mean, but there's a way this worked last year. Week 2 home opener against the Vikings last year. The Eagles were shadowing, and trust me, everybody had us losing this game last year. Trust me. Okay, I think we only held Jefferson to 40-something yards. Okay, you didn't have to deal with Adam Thielen. You had, and Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor was nothing, but now with Jordan Addison there, TJ Hawkinson now, they have a nice little trio, between their tight ends and their 2 wide receivers. So they need to shadow Slay on Jettas, and if they don't, it's going to be a long day. I would feel a lot better if Job was against Addison the whole entire game. That's just me. Trey said, did you see the use of Nolan Smith on the defense at all? To be honest with you, I have to watch the game again. I haven't. I've watched pieces to it earlier today. I did not. I haven't looked at where Nolan Smith was on the field today. I have let me see. I actually have the snap count for the Philadelphia Eagles in this game of who got a lot of reps. Nolan Smith had 9% snaps in this game. Nolan Smith, 9%. That's it. So obviously he didn't play much. The lowest numbers is obviously Kadavius Street barely played either. Why isn't some of our defensive linemen not playing either? That's kind of weird, right? 9% for Kadavius Street, 9% for Nolan Smith. It's kind of weird. Kavai Jones' opinion on Evans at safety. I don't think he played fantastically well in coverage. I think they really have to give Sidney Jones a shot. I think they got to throw him into the fire. Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like Sidney Brown. Sidney Brown. I don't know why I'm saying Sidney Jones. Sidney Brown definitely needs to get thrown to the fire. I feel like Sidney Brown can cover more of an area with his feet a lot faster. I felt like when Jones was when Jones was going through traffic to make tackles, he just couldn't do it. He got sucked up a lot of times. I didn't really like him too much. But I feel like we really have to give. I feel like we have to try to give. I don't know. Sidney Brown needs to get a shot. I think he needs a big shot. I want Cowboys to smash Rodgers. Oh, don't worry. Their defense is real good, though, too. So we'll see what that looks like. Some content creators some Cowboys content creators were making fun of Aaron Rodgers getting hurt, that now they got to face Zach Wilson next week. And there was a content creator, so I called him out on Twitter. Obviously, he's not going to give a crap. He's not going to answer towards me, but he's a piece of shit anyway. So, you know, all of them are shitty people, human beings. That's just the truth. Because everyone treats the internet like it's a fucking fantasy world. See, half the people that know me on YouTube or don't know me on YouTube, people don't really know me. So, I don't know. People get judged pretty easily. We got a super chat from Radiation Boss. Thank you so much, man. He said, this is bad win, but giving up 30 last year is okay, and all that should matter is week 1 for every time is a win. Week 1 overreaction is the funniest thing. That's how it is every single year. That's how it is every year. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. I can't hype up. I couldn't. If whether the Eagles play good, bad, fantastic, obliterated, dominated, I don't care what it looked like. I can't hype up a week 1 win at the end of the day. It's a good start, you know, but that's it. That's it. Eagles talk about their old Super Bowls, but bet 2056 they will be wearing the 2017 Super Bowls. If 2017's our only Super Bowl we get in years, yeah, I'll be proud of it because it's our only one. Why wouldn't I be proud of it? If I have a lot more Super Bowls under my belt and they're very old right now, I'm going to be more hungry to get another one. You know? Moist Pieces, can't wait for Jason Kelsey documentary tomorrow. Oh, it comes out tomorrow? That should be fire, dude. Yeah, dude. I would love to get him one, and we'll see. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Did not know that. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers got hurt tonight, yeah. 3 snaps in. He got hit like 3 times. That offensive line didn't protect him well at all. That offensive line didn't protect him like at all, like whatsoever. Actually, a pretty bad job, to be honest. Did not do a good job at all. So, Jay says Jets without Rodgers are 4-13 team. I mean, yeah, I think their defense is going to be really good, but I don't think Zach Wilson's going to last. I don't know. It really, if Zach Wilson can get a little bit better, because there's a lot of weapons in that offense. Like Zach Wilson is surrounded by probably the best offense he's ever been around. You know. So, Ember family says, Joey, can we beat the Vikings this week by 21? The Eagles can score over 21 points on the Vikings this week. Okay, there's no doubt. Like, they got to fix some of the issues they fixed. This is a fix. Whatever happened yesterday with the offense, how bland and how vanilla and how everything really looked the other day, it's all fixable. The Eagles can score 20. They can score 30. They can score 35. They can score 40. This roster is oozing with fantastic players, you know? What happened? Oh, if somebody says anything really messed up, just time them out. If something is like obviously racial or something like that, definitely get them out of here. Trace, they need to really use Swift the right way next game. They used him like the Lions did last year. I mean, what do you call them using the? Well, he did. We're taking this out of context for one game. Yeah, they can't. No, can't just have one rushing attempt for DeAndre Swift, bro. One rushing attempt, and you give fucking Kenneth Gainwell 14, 15 snaps. I mean, he had what, 50-something yards. It was a shitty day. It wasn't great. It was all right. MySP says, yeah, Joey is Amazon Prime at 8. Let's do it for Kelsey for another ring. It's the whole team. Yeah, I definitely got to watch that. Hawk says running QBs are getting shut down. Defensive coordinators are shutting that down. Well, that's not 100% true. No one can. I mean, we're talking, dude. We're talking about. We've only been through 1 week of football yet, and there's like a bid. Like we're going over statistics after 1 week with two teams that we're talking about here that just won. They won in different ways, but we're talking about. We're talking about how mobile quarterbacks are getting shut down. Mobile quarterbacks that have good accuracy don't get shut down. Jalen Hurts didn't get shut down last year. Texas says, y'all better take the anger at Vikings to show people first was a fluke. Better not struggle against Cousins. I don't know why you talk like that, like you're talking down on me, bro. Go fucking kick rocks, bro. Go kick rocks somewhere else. You better do this and you better do that. And let's say, yeah, you guys are sucking each other off in the chat like every 2 seconds, bro. Jesus. Thank God I don't stay on the internet all day. Thank fucking God. So it's about every time Swift was in their play call, Johnson made it easy by telegraphing what they were doing. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I said every time Gainwell's in the game in the offense, that's what they do. They know it's going to be a run play. When Swift is in the game, they know it's a pass game. So Alexander says, don't worry, Calgary's fans will be quiet next week. They tried to see what they had in Gainwell. They have to correct that. Bro, how do you not give any reps? Like, you barely gave what? 3 snaps to Boston Scott. Barely even that. You shut down Rashad Penny for this game, and you give Gainwell 14 carries, and you give Swift one pass, 1 passing target, and 1 rushing attempt. Something's wrong. They went to this game like, I don't know if it was because of a short week or they had a different game plan because of a short week. I don't know what was the game plan going into this game, but it definitely wasn't it wasn't great. Something was up. God, these guys are idiots. Swift needs a real running back. Gainwell has no business being number 1. No. Like, I don't want to talk too much crap. I don't want to talk about too much crap when it comes to, our running back core. And when I talk crap about Gainwell, people get pissed off. I'm like, dude, like, Gainwell's good, but do I think he's the best back that we have? No. Thanks, as it was so crazy. Get him, Chase. We got you back. Texas boy, go play in traffic. Phil said, I'm glad the mini buy is early so we can fix this shit. Just get the win Thursday and let's flush it. Yeah, I think that's what they got to do. I mean, I hate that they have this, this quick week, this early week, this fast week they're going to have this week, and then getting that Monday night game against, after this Thursday night game now is going to be better. So they'll have like a mini-ish type of bye week, an extra couple days, get some guys back. You won't have Nakobe Dean back, but obviously, Bradbury will be back. Guys will be more healthy, which is good. The Eagles have a good bye week this year too. So obviously, when you have, obviously one of the best records last year, they'll have a week 10. I think it's week 9, week 10 bye week, something like that. By the time we play that KC game, KC and the Eagles will be coming off bye weeks the same week. So. Donnie Plus says, Joey, Jordan Davis is a beast. Yeah, Jordan Davis, man. Jordan Davis had 6 tackles. He had 6 tackles, a half a sack, a QB hit, and a forced fumble. He had a fan. Milt Williams had and I'm not a big Milt Williams fan, okay? I think you guys know. I'm like, when it comes to Milt Williams, I'm not really the biggest fan of Milt Williams, but I gotta say, he was really good, man. He was really good. I thought even Derek Barnett had a tackle for loss. I thought he played pretty damn well too. I thought most of them played pretty good, to be honest. Pretty good. Thanks says, sorry, I'm trying to get used to this chat thing that I have now. They could use Gainwell and other guys mixed out. I felt like we stopped running the ball in the second half. Yeah, I mean, we had to get a rhythm with this offense. Like I felt like in the second half they started to get a rhythm when they were completing a lot of passes. They got a little bit of a rhythm, but it just wasn't. I felt like Jalen Hurts didn't look loose. He didn't. I mean, the whole offense just didn't. The play calling was horrible. I mean, other than the Devontae Smith touchdown, what did Devontae Smith really do on a few plays? Like, not much. A.J. Brown didn't really get involved in this offense till the second half. It's unheard of, man. It's unheard of, bro. No doubt. Unheard of. Mark says, man, if Cam Jurgens or Evans doesn't play well in the first, we definitely have to bench them for some more. I have to watch more tape. I have to watch more tape on Cam Jurgens. I know he got, there was like I think there was one play I saw him get like bulldozed over. Like he got pancaked like really bad, you know? But guys, like these dudes haven't played. These older guys on the line haven't played since they haven't played with the younger guys like Cam Jurgens next to all the, they haven't, like the joint practices are joint practices, but they literally haven't played since last year's Super Bowl. When you really think about it, they haven't played in a real game since last year. That's what I'm saying. Like, how much do we take out of joint practices? I think Sirianni has got to like do a series for the first preseason game, play a whole quarter for the second game. I don't know. Play a half, then play a quarter. I don't know. They got to do something. They got to do a little bit more. It's not enough. You know? If Hurts played on the Giants team yesterday with no O-line or receivers, he will get destroyed too. Any quarterback would get destroyed. But here's the difference. The difference is our GM actually makes fucking moves, dude. That's the difference. Our GM makes moves. Our GM is aggressive. The Giants have actually a very good coaching staff. They have a very, very good coaching staff. Between head coach, between OC, between DC. Any quarterback would struggle. Period. The Giants pay Daniel Jones. The Giants don't get them a legitimate number one receiver. Who on that Giants offense scares you the most? You guys are talking about the Eagles playing nobody. Nobody. But yet, that offensive roster for the Patriots, it's better than the Giants. Okay? That's what I don't get. It's a stupid tactic to go by the first week of the season. Simple as that. How many games did we win last year scoring over 30 points? A lot of games. I didn't sit there like cocky as hell every single week because, you know, once the regular season's over, the playoffs, it's a clean slate. The Giants don't have a legit number one receiver. Who do they have? They got Waller. That's a really good player, but a tight end is not going to be enough for an offense. There's nobody. They have nobody. You pay Daniel Jones and put nothing around him. The Eagles, they already knew Hurts was the answer. They already knew Hurts was the guy before paying them, and they put weapons around him. That's the fucking difference. It's like, no shit, dude. No shit. You put a QB there. Okay, you put a QB with no fucking weapons. He's going to be a failure. Yeah, no shit. Holy shit. I figured that out just now. Fucking God, dude. This is like... I'll just say this, okay? I'll just say this. I felt a lot better after how the Giants played yesterday. That's what I felt better about. Matt said, we got to get out and play 10 times better Thursday. This past Sunday's game can become a distant memory. Yeah, totally true, bro. And the Giants were starting 2 rookie corners. See, I didn't even know that. Thank you, Bobby. I didn't even fucking know that. I watched until like the half, and then I had to come home and do some content. I want to get some stuff done before I got in the shakedown last night, hence why I didn't really watch the whole game. So, No O-line. There's no. Yeah, their pass protection's horrible. I mean, when are they going to get that right? You know, Waller got hurt signing his contract. I get the same way, Joey. It's just aggravating. It's like arguing with ducks. Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. I don't know. They're crying for attention. Trish said, Joey, don't worry about the haters. We played a tougher opponent than 49ers and the Cowgirls. Logan said, Joey, next stream, put on subscribe mode on. That's what I'm going to do, probably. I'm going to put subscribe mode on where you have to be a subscriber to talk in the chat for like 5 minutes. That's what I'm going to do next stream because this is just ridiculous. Like, I don't care if they're Cowboy fans here. I don't care if they're Giant fans, Washington fans. I don't really care if any of the fans are in here. The problem is like there's no intellectual conversation. There's no intellectual conversation, and it's just really annoying. It's like I can look at. Let me tell you something. I can make 20 other accounts and be like a Cowboy. I could make 20 other accounts as another Eagles account. I could just go into other streams and just be a total dick and say whatever I want. You know, like that's just what it is. But this is the name of the game. This is what happens. You know. What the Ducks do? What did the Ducks do to you? Because somebody said Ducks. It was favorite life. What's going on? I said I agree, Joey. Job is good. That's why. So I'm just speaking the truth, man. Nobody can be our GM. Simple as that. Nobody can be our GM. Nobody can follow our GM. The Eagles have 10 draft picks next year, 2 second-round picks next year. So who's winning this game? What's the score, by the way? Dank says, just irritating to argue with them, which is my point. Josh out here syncing it up. Imagine getting into an argument with a bunch of quacking, dirty Oregon Ducks. 3 picks, huh? No crap. I left middle of the second quarter. Stretch the end, going to be as tough as the most think. Yeah, I agree. Whitehead had 3 picks tonight for the Jets. Damn. Love your challenge. Kelly said, love your challenge, Joey. You always keep it real. That's what I do. That's what I do. Phil says, did you hear Dak had to go under anesthesia to get it? Yeah, I saw that. I got this done. I mean, it's not done yet, but it's not as much, but I got this whole thing that's not even done yet. I got this whole thing done, and it's not even, that shit hurt. It hurt. And that was like 4 hours of work in one shot, and I don't know. I couldn't really take that myself. Dank says, I hate Oregon Ducks, Dallas Cowboys, and Texas Longhorns the most. 31-10? Wait, what? 13-6 Bills. Okay, 31-10. I was like, what? Seriously? I got Birds 31-24, so it'll be a nice close game. The Bills' window is closing, bro. Their contracts are really bad, too. Eagles for life, so they just flood the chats with bullshit like we good, so good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's all it is. See, like, I've been doing this for 7 years, so, like, I'm just tired of it, and, like, that's it. I'm just tired of it. You know, I'm getting older now. Been on here, like, 7 years. I've dealt with it for a long time, and it just gets really old after a while. Thanks to Josh Allen. Sucks time. Mingo says, can't believe they put him on the cover of Madden. It's the Madden curse, bro. Oh, I guess. Let's see. Thanks. I got Eagles 31-20. Jason said Bulls aren't the same no more. They had their chances. But shit, dude. It's gonna be a long road. Got the rest of the season Thursday night. And I said to myself after this game the other day, I was like, man, I'm telling you right now, like, this is gonna be a I'm like, I hope Thursday night things change around. They all look in the mirror. And, you know, Nick Sirianni's very vocal. We know that. Like, they have got to. Brian Johnson has got to. Man, like, holy shit, dude. I don't think he realized that he had Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, this roster until the second half. I don't know. Kind of scared me a little bit at times. But Jono says, if you Cowboys fans are going to talk, you can talk out Dak Prescott literally did nothing in that game. As far as I'm concerned, most teams played bad. Colts game last year, yeah, still went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, because the Cowboys like cremated the Colts and we won by a point. I think we only won by a point. And that was coming off our bye week, I think. I think that was coming off our bye week, and yeah, I mean that's what happens every year. Every time like the Eagles and Cowboys face the same opponent, and if the Cowboys score more points than them than we do, it means they're the better team. It's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. It's really dumb, really friggin' stupid. 3 days away, bro, and another game, and then yeah, we'll have a lot more to talk about. No joke. Chris says Nick unlikely Andy when he was here makes changes. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true, Chris. He did make a lot of changes, and Andy was the one that really changed too much. All right, so Dallas looks out. Jets beat next week. Eagles not Earl. I don't, dude. It doesn't. It does not matter. I don't. I don't even care what they're doing. The only time I talk about the Cowboys, really, the only time I talk about this, the only time I honestly talk about this is when people mention it in the chat. Other than that, I'm really care about our birds right now. We don't face Dallas until week 9 of the season. Week 9. We still have 8 more weeks to go until we face Dallas. So I don't even care. Al not been the same since the ball left. Yeah, I mean that could be it could be a big one there, maybe. Robert says we couldn't cover tight ends, and there's well, I mean, it's not even just the speed, but they were getting separation, bro. They were getting separation. Like Henry and Gesicki are 6'5", dude. Both of those tight ends are like 6'5" plus. They're big tight ends, bro, and they have starting experience, man. They're not crappy. They're good. Bymer said, you think they bring up Eli Ricks to back up Slay and Job while Bradbury? Yeah, probably. They're going to have to bring up, not only put someone in for Bradbury, that they're going to have to put up. The best 2 guys to put out for the outside is going to be Josh Job. It's going to be Eli Ricks move it up. Eli Ricks was deactivated last week, did not dress for the game last week. So, here's the best phase was defense. Special teams was average. Surprisingly, offense was the worst unit. Yeah, it was. It was. Because Jake Elliott made 4 out of 4 field goals for the day. 12 points. 12 points came from Jake Elliott and he had a missed extra point, which wasn't a huge deal, but I was hoping that was not going to that wasn't going to bother us going forward, but so I get it. I 100% get it. Steve says home opener should be a W, especially at the link. That's a touchdown refs. The bunch formation was killing us. Yeah, with the two running backs next to Mac Jones on each side. Yeah, that kind of killed us a little bit. They couldn't. They had the run to the outside. They really couldn't run through us too much. I thought we were getting we kind of held our own in the middle just a little bit, so it wasn't too bad. So, God, get these corners up on these receivers just a little bit. You have to do it Thursday. If you don't do that Thursday, they're going to get massive yards. They're going to get crazy yards. Robert says Joey, Jake, and Aaron put up 12 points. Yeah, dude. Jake put up, they did a good job, man. Did a good job. We have a new member. Welcome to the Access of Camp, my friend, for Chris Kaufman Jr. Thank you for becoming a member, bro. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it so much, dude. Much love, by the way, everybody that's joined the chat right now. We have 110 people in the chat. Appreciate everybody being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, like the stream. We will be streaming a play. Well, we'll have the shakedown on Wednesday night. We will be streaming the game, a live play-by-play on Thursday of the Vikings-Eagles game at home, the home opener, and then Friday we'll have a post game after the game, Philly shakedown, and then we will have a stream on Friday to talk about the Vikings game and see where this team is at going forward. So we'll be ready to go. Sorry. Oh, I hate doing this. It's so annoying. Sorry. I'm trying to mess with my screens, and sometimes I get a little crazy. So, we have a super chat for CW Gearhead. What's going on, man? I said, yo, Joey, serious question. What had you more worried, Lane and Jordan struggling at tackle, or Cam getting knocked on his backside a few times? I hope he takes it and gets better, just as Landon did. I'm not worried about. I'm never really worried about Lane Johnson. Jordan, I don't know. Mulata had some penalties in this game. Mulata had a couple penalties. So he was a little on and off. I don't know really what I was worried. I'm not really worried about. I'm not really about Lane and Jordan too much. I think I'm worried more about for Cam because he did get pushed back a good amount. So I think I worry about Cam a little bit more. But not to say that you're giving me a choice right now. So if I was to pick, I would probably pick Cam Jurgens. He got knocked on his ass a couple times. He got knocked a few times, no joke. So hopefully, we'll be all right. Hopefully we'll be all right. It's like I said, it's the first game of the season. Got to say this a million times because that's what happens. Garrett Wilson, touchdown crazy. That here says, like the channel. Appreciate so much, Alexander. Tie game. They just got a touchdown. They just scored. Nice. Trey said, the link will be rocking Thursday. Can you imagine all the Kelly Green? Well, I mean, wait till the Miami game where the Eagles actually wear Kelly Green and what that's going to look like. That's going to be amazing. Imagine, we do, the Kelly Greens versus Miami and then, have the white towels. That shit's going to look so cool, bro. It's going to look awesome. Goes to Wilson with the catch of the year so far. Shadow D Law said the most important thing I've been saying all stream going to this Thursday night game. Says Slay better be shadowing JJ Thursday. I totally agree. If we're not shadowing Justin Jefferson with Slay the whole entire game, it's going to be a problem. This defensive line has got to get Kirk. I'm telling you right now, they go through another game where they get if they go through another game Thursday night with barely any sacks, with 2 or less, it's a problem. That means these corners are not pressing enough. Khalil Will says Mulatto is always a first penalty. Yeah, he does. He gets in those things. And by the way, thank you for that super chat. By the way, if I didn't say thank you before. Tracy, I don't get how we get the same home opener too. Yeah, I don't get it either. So one of my best friends is a Vikings fan, die hard. So he kind of said the same thing to me. He's like, dude, why do we always face you guys? I'm like, I have no idea. I was at that opener last year, and I had so much fun. It was the atmosphere of a primetime game, and at the Link is like a playoff game. It's insane. I lost my voice in literally 15 minutes. I had no voice after 15 minutes. It was kind of nuts. That's what it always usually happens, so. 5 sacks, yeah. I could deal with 5 to 6 for the day. They have got to get to Kirk Cousins, man. They've got to get to him. Trey said, Joe, we need early pressure. Can't come in the last 3 minutes. No. As long as these corners are pressing just a little bit, and they have to against this core, man. You're not. You have to. These are home run hitters that you're facing. Jordan Addison's a fantastic number 2. And, we know what Justin Jefferson could do. They got to hold him to under 100 yards for the day if they could do that. If they don't shadow and they play 8 to 10 yards off the ball, it's going to be a long night. And they're just not going to learn from it. Slay is not a zone corner. Slay is in this league, and he's successful in this league because he could face the number 1 guy and shadow the number 1 guy every single week. And I feel like last year they were shadowing Slay early in the season, and then they phased off from that later in the year, which that really pissed me off, to be honest. I want to see us come out of the gate with a strong offense. Totally agree. Something that's not bland, something that's just explosive with creative play calling and not so basic. That's what I'm looking at right now. That's such a Rev says, I like to see D Hunter versus Lane Johnson. Yeah, Daniil Hunter and Lane Johnson. Yeah, it's going to be great. Jason Gancola says, excited to see Job get a shot. Yeah, well, look, this isn't a bad thing. Like, Bradbury's not playing for a game, but it gives the Eagles some insight. Like, hey, let's see what this guy could do against a number two, against a number two receiver. You know what I mean? Like, Job plays well. You never know what you have for the future. Eli Ricks will probably be dressed up for the game, playing special teams most likely. So we'll see what happens. Allen version 2021's. Leah the Man says, I think the team will be fine. Starters not playing in the preseason in the rain. This is what you get. Yeah, I really was pissed off when it was raining. I heard there was going to be bad weather. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but it was pretty bad. But the weather stopped, and the Eagles never changed. Their offense didn't change. It stayed the exact same the whole entire game. The Eagles made no adjustments when the weather cleared up. That was a big problem that I had in this game. That was a big problem. Khalil says, I like the Jets hype in the stadium. Football is back, ladies and gents. Go Birds. That defense is good, man. That defense is playing really good. Touchdown says, Bijan looked good yesterday. Pause. No, he did. He looked fat. I told you guys. Like, I told you. Told you he was going to be a good player, man. I had Bijan third best on my board. Third. And he went early. And I would never take it back. Jalen Carter is what we need, no doubt. Jalen Carter is, man, I think we got, I wouldn't even say an Aaron Donald type, but let me tell you something. With more years down the line on top of what he's doing right now, and this is just a sample size of what he's doing, just give me a little bit of press with these corners and another couple seconds, barely even that. I'm telling you, you're getting 4 to 5 more sacks in that Patriots game. You're getting a lot more in a lot more games. Chris had 16-0. They thought, I thought it was too. I thought they were, from what it looked like, I thought they were going to come away with it. After the pick six, after the forced fumble by Jordan Davis, they scored the touchdown with Devontae Smith right side of the end zone. And then obviously after the pick six with Big Play Slay, I thought it was coming close, man. I thought it was. Clueless was the upset. Clark says, or can't read defenses. Rock the artist said, what's up? What's going on, Rock? Clueless says, did Fitzpatrick play for the Bills and the Jets? Probably. He played for a lot of teams. He played for the Jets, definitely. The Bills, I'm not sure, but he probably did a long time ago. Lou says, I'm concerned about the play calling through not getting Goddard and Swift involved. I mean, it's just stupid how there's something else going on, guys. Like, it's just too weird for them not to involve those guys. Like, they barely involved A.J. Brown. He got more involved in the second half. But seriously, like, what did they do what did Devontae Smith, besides Devontae Smith touchdown, what other catches did he have? A.J. Brown barely got involved. He barely got involved in the offense in the first half at all, dude. Thank God we got you. Oh yeah, 100%. And if they ended up, and trust me, if they end up getting Bijan over Jalen Carter and Carter was taken, I would have been happy with that. But we really needed like trench help, like badly. I mean, Jordan Davis. If Jordan Davis, this is the Jordan Davis we're gonna get for a long time. We are set. We are perfectly set. And then having Jalen Carter. I mean, Jalen Carter's in the second rotation. Fletcher Cox played very good. Milt Williams played fantastic. Like, I thought the DTs played very well in the game. Really good. Bears took Daniel Wright, and they still haven't protected him. Did the Bears win, by the way, this weekend? Cool Will says, Stop Meadows says, Joey talking to shit today. Nah, I'm just going to defend myself, defend this team, and defend where we're at with 1 week of play from the 1 week of a season, dude. Let me tell you something. If we score 40-0 on a team and they gave us points and literally I can't pump my chest about a good win or a bad win after 1 week of football. I can't do it. Can't do it. There's no way. There's no way I'm doing that, bro. No way, no sir, no how. Oh, he's on Peyton and Eli right now? Oh, okay. So that's like their guess for the week? Robert said Hurts had a Chris game. Don't put it all on the coach. Drizzy, yesterday was the first time in Jalen Hurts era they punted 4 times in a row. Only time that happened last year it was Minshew. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. And we don't punt that much. We really don't punt that much with an offense like this. We got the talent, but something just went off. Like their game plan was just real shitty going into that game for a certain reason. Like, how do you it's not like you have a brand new defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator that wasn't here last year. Like Brian Johnson was working with Shane Steichen last year. You know what I mean? Like, it's too weird to have Gainwell getting that many carries, excluding DeAndre Swift, excluding Boston Scott. Rashad Penny's a healthy scratch. No Goddard involved. Your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, looked like too robotic the other day. Wishby said Packers blew him out. Bobby says Bears got smoked by the Packers. That's another team, dude. Another team that traded back Bobby. Another team that traded back all those picks. And you know what I can't stand? You know what I can't stand when the Bears, like when a team makes a trade and that team they fleeced that team. And it's like, dude, we don't know if they got fleeced yet because the Bears decided to keep Justin Fields. They got him some more protection this year and they added a lot of weapons. They spent a lot of money and they want respect on their name, but they got to earn it. And the Bears might look with even the Jets, man, even losing Aaron Rodgers still if Zach Wilson, this is a shot to kind of show himself to the league, that he could still play. Nobody wins a trade just by the trade in general. You got to see how it pans out. That's the whole point to all that, We got a super chat from CW Gear here. Thank you so much, man. He says, game on the line. Fletch stood up, said, all right, hold my beer. And Fletch is a good rotational guy. Now, he can only play 32 snaps. So, let's see. How many snaps did Fletcher Cox have in the game? As long as he stays below 40%, he does pretty well. Last year, when they didn't have Sue and Linval, he was playing over 40% of the snaps, especially when, he didn't play that well last year. Didn't play well at all. Where is Fletcher Cox on this list? I got to look if I could look in. Hold on. Let me find his name. Oh, Fletch played a lot, actually. All right, maybe I'm wrong because Fletch played 62% of the snaps yesterday. Because Kadavius Street only had 8% snaps. Nolan Smith only had 9% snaps. That's really weird, though, right? Fletcher Cox played 50 snaps the other day. 50 snaps. 62% was in the game. That's a lot. I mean, usually, Fletch doesn't play well when he plays over 40%, but that's actually kind of an eye-opener a little bit. You know what I mean? Well, let me get to my chat. Someone was asking for a wrench real quick. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. All right. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. So, yeah, 62%, which is kind of weird. Clark, Hurts did not play well at all. Bad if I'm being honest. Yeah, but is it really – but seriously, are we really going to say that Jalen Hurts is struggling? Seriously? Are we really going to say that he's regressing? From last year, we're going to say that he's regressing now? Now he's regressing after one game? No. No doubt. No. Chris says they coached ultra-conservative and scared. I totally agree with that. Xavier says, how do you feel about Thursday's game? I mean, look, they have to. The good thing about going to Thursday's game is the Eagles can completely change what they do offensively, and they have no tape on it. Like that tape that we showed when we played on Sunday against the Patriots. The only good thing about it is that the Eagles can play completely different, and they have no tape to go off of. That's the advantage we have actually playing a crappy game on Sunday. The number one thing they have to do, okay? And I'm just saying it. The number one thing they have to do is they have to make sure that they're shadowing Slay on Justin Jefferson the whole entire game. And they have to keep these corners at a lock and not have them back 8 to 10 yards and not playing them so off the ball and so passive, because if that's the case, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem. I got you, Willie. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. As long as people follow the rules, as my moderators follow the rules, and trust me, because I look every day if people get blocked, so just follow the rules, you'll be good. I got you. So that's what I take out of it. That's my main concern is Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I don't think the Vikings defense is as good as it was or it has been. I think they lost some pieces. Obviously getting Danielle Hunter back, obviously their defensive line is not too bad, but I feel like yes, their defense is not as good as it was, but Kirk Cousins is a weak link because he can make mistakes. He panic throws. We've seen what Kirk Cousins can do. And the last thing we need is Kirk Cousins to win against the Philadelphia Eagles on a primetime game, which should never happen. Clueless says, here over Cable Pause, another good defense, just adding them. More you see, the better we're going to be. He says, Fletch going to play. From what it says, I mean, it says that he's fine. So he got hit in the ribs apparently from a teammate when he was trying to make a tackle. So I guess it's more of a pain tolerance type thing with Fletcher Cox. So I guess it's if he's in too much pain by Thursday, he probably won't play. If he's not, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Hopefully he does. We really need him. So I got you, Willie, bro. I got you, dude. I got you. I thought our ref says DB's playing soft was giving Gannon. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like if you play these DBs too far back, okay, these receivers and tight ends have 5 to 7 yards of being open, and if that pass rush gets there, and it takes Kirk Cousins, it took Mac Jones 2 seconds to get rid of the football every time. I think if you just play a little bit of press, just be physical just a little bit, that extra second and a half, the Eagles are going to get another 4 to 5 sacks, maybe even more than that. You can't generate a pass rush. Your coverage with these corners and your pass rush comes hand in hand. If you don't do that, it's going to be a problem. Lee says if the secondary puts too much focus on Jefferson, this kid Addison will torch us. Well, I mean, you have to put some. He's going to get some attention. There's no doubt. But yeah, Jordan Addison's no friggin' joke either, man. No joke. Matt says, sub this guy, especially like, but there's all likes and subs you can get for all the hard work he puts in every day. Give us the best content. I appreciate it so much, Matt. Thank you so much, man. So much. I think we should hope this lineup pans out with the coach playing Swift more. Yeah, like if you're putting Swift out there, you can't just put him out there if you're going to pass the ball because you're going to be making obvious. That's what they did against the Patriots. You put Gainwell in the game behind Jalen Hurts or on the side of Jalen Hurts. They already know you're going to run the football. It gets the defensive line a head start on what they have to do. It kind of gives them the answer of what they're going to do. You know what I mean? So I feel like you have a defensive line this year that can get after that offensive line for the Vikings Thursday night. I feel like we could get it done. It's all about these It's really all about the secondary going into this game. I'm worried about is the secondary going into this game and how they're going to be used. And if they're playing off the ball, kiss this game goodbye because the offense is going to have to catch up. The offense looks fantastic, a completely different offense. And let me tell you, like, you're going to be looking in the mirror this week. No joke. Chris says Kirk Cousins is no better than Jay Cutler. Attack defensively the moment they're off the bus. Terrence says the Vikings O-line is buns. I don't think they're great either. I don't think their offensive line is fantastic. Goes to both injuries were friendly fire, Cox and Bradbury, and I don't remember Nakobe getting hurt. Yeah, I didn't see it either. I don't think they showed it on TV that he was hurt at all. I don't think they even showed it. I don't think so. Alexander says, do we get a replacement for Kelsey? A replacement? Yeah, it's going to be Cam Jurgens after this season if he retires. Garrett said, I want to get Reed Blankenship some help. Put Sidney Brown next to him. Just Evans looked lost out there. Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like they got to give him a shot. So, Willis said, Joe, do you think that the loss of DC and OC could be the problem? And plus, new everyone has tape on last year. Well, there's tape from last year, no doubt. But I mean, tape or not, I mean, there's still a lot of weapons. Like, there's just some things you just can't stop because I think adding some new pieces like DeAndre Swift to your running back core could put him in the passing game a lot. I think there's a lot of differences. I think it was lack of. I just think it was lack of reps in the offseason. Two new coordinators. I guess there's a little bit of change there. I guess it's a little different. Like Brian Johnson was here last year with Shane Steichen was the OC, and he, and Brian Johnson was the QB coach last year, worked with Jalen Hurts closely. But do I think it was more of having two new coordinators? I mean, more Sean Desai needs to be a little bit more aggressive, and these corners cannot be that far off the ball from the line of scrimmage. But offensively, it's easily fixable. It's I think everything's very fixable, but they literally did little to nothing in that Patriots game, which is telling me that they had some different type of game plan going to that game. I don't know. Didn't make me feel very good. But I think it was a lot of rust and a lot of lack of playing time. A lot of the older guys didn't play since the Super Bowl last year. A lot of guys practiced, but how many guys get game time reps if you're not playing in preseason? Get the preseason's your game time reps, and they got none of it. All these guys got reps. The starters got reps in the first preseason game for one series. The first preseason game, one series. It's not much time. It's a lot of time off after that. You're practicing with your own team and doing shit, but is it enough? Apparently it wasn't. Last year, they had the same thing. Last year, they did the same thing. They knocked off a little tiny bit of rust in that Lions game, but they looked great. They looked fantastic. Gannon kind of took their foot off Detroit's necks in the second half, and they were kind of breathing life. The Lions were coming back in that game because I don't know. He just wasn't aggressive in the second half and kind of wanted to play prevent for a while, so. Beast on Broad Street. What's going on, man? Say if we can make Cousins uncomfortable, it's over. Let's go 2-0 and get an extra few days. Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. I think they have a good chance against Kirk Cousins, man, because Kirk is. We saw Kirk can panic throw when Kirk gets pressured. He's going to take the sack. He's going to try to throw. I mean, there's no reason you should have less than 2 sacks in this game. You shouldn't have just 2 sacks or less in this game. He should be on his ass. But these cornerbacks have got to play more press. They got to play more press in this game with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. Got to do a lot more. So it looked like we were running a preseason. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Dude, isn't that fucking weird though? Like, really, at the end of the day, like, isn't that weird though? It looked like we were running That's perfect to say. It looked like we were exactly running how an offense would run preseason, not showing too much. It's just so weird, man. Really weird, but yeah. So, I mean, we talked a little bit about the game, so we're going to move on from the Patriots after today. We're going straight into the Vikings tomorrow, so I will have a video out tomorrow on obviously some matchups, some things we really have to do. So we'll see. We'll see. Bobby says Vikings couldn't run the ball versus Tampa. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to watch that game. Because I was really focusing. I watched the Washington game. I watched the Washington Cardinals game, obviously, and then I kind of watched our game. I didn't really watch any other games, unfortunately. But that's good to know, though. We got a super chat for CW Gear here. Thank you so much, man. So Reed needs Sidney Brown next to him. Just Evans look low. Yeah, totally true. Totally true. Totally true, bro. Justin Evans going through traffic to make tackles is pretty bad. Sidney Brown is like just a heat-sinking missile, as everybody's calling him, because he is. Like, you see that hit he had on special teams, bro? I want this man to get guys afraid of him. I want him to have tight ends and receivers be so scared running across the middle and getting hit by that guy. Just getting a hit, even if it's a first down completion, just making a hard hit on somebody. Sidney Brown is going to put some fear into people's eyes, and that's what I want. And I feel like they really need to throw him into the fire, So we'll see how it goes. But appreciate the super chat, my friend. Let's see here. Okay. Brian says, Carr needs more reps and offense needs consistency. I don't know if Belichick just took things away to confuse the O. They were off for sure. Yeah, A.J. Brown said some things after the game. He was talking about, he was kind of talking about, they gave us different looks that kind of confused us. Or, I mean, I'm just sitting here like that's not the main reason, bro. We'll see. I saw some of the still shots of Mac Jones getting sacked. It looked like Mac Jones was going crap his pants. Yeah, that game-saving sack from Jalen Carter, where he was really getting blocked. Half of his body was getting blocked, and he just one-handed Mac Jones and took him down. But obviously, Josh Jobe is the MVP at the end of that game, no doubt. Willie says, I think Nakobe Dean is not the hype all like coming out of college. I need more sample size. One game is not a sample size for me. As a downhill linebacker, he played fantastic. As a coverage guy, he had some good moments and he had some bad moments. Covering tight ends. He didn't really do a good job on covering tight ends. But like I said, it's 1 week. I can't take too much out of 1 week. Now Nakobe Dean's going to be out for 4 weeks. They say he's going to be out for a month. So now, he'll be back in a few weeks, but, the Eagles got to figure out linebacker now. They already signed Rashaan Evans, and Nicholas Morrow is a veteran that's on our practice squad right now. I mean, these corners they just need better coverage, man. You're facing a good tight end this week in Hawkinson, so we'll see how that goes. Ryan Fitzpatrick put on both helmets throughout his interview. He got the Bills money for one now. Oh, shit. That's not going to lie. When the fumble happened Sunday, I got scared for a minute. I'm glad that it didn't come back to bite us. Yeah, the Jalen Hurts fumble was stupid, man. Like, you have all these running backs. You put Rashad Penny on as a healthy scratch. And that's and and this is what you do. They put Rashad Penny as a healthy scratch, and this is what they do. Using Jalen Hurts. Like, we don't need Jalen Hurts to get hit this much in his first game. Like, seriously, like, you didn't give just crazy. Oop, hold on. Sorry. And I'm also glad that one missed part didn't come back to haunt it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we had the missed extra point, but I wasn't really worried about that. I wasn't worried about that too much. Tova says, let's just did a Jake Elliott bank field goal job. Evans looks like he just doesn't want to be here. I mean, I don't know if that's the case. What gives you that idea? Just because of how he played? Well, he's not that great. So, did he doink it in? Holy shit. That one scared me. That one really scared me. Leatherman says, Morrow had a lot of tackles for the Bears last year. What happened to this guy? Can he make play? He didn't have a bad offseason this offseason. He didn't. They just want to keep 3 linebackers because they want to keep 7 DTs, because they want to keep 7 DBs this year, 7 cornerbacks. That's the reason why. Simple as that, It's kind of nuts, but. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out. We've been on for, I don't know how long we've been on. We've been on for an hour, 42 minutes. I know we, shouldn't really stream too long, but so yeah, we'll be doing the live play-by-play reaction of the Eagles Vikings on Thursday night. So definitely come by the channel, say hi. We'll be around. Definitely, we're going to have a stream. We're going to have the Philly Shakedown podcast Wednesday night. Then we'll do the live play-by-play on Thursday, and then we'll have the Philly Shakedown on Thursday night after the game. Friday we'll be streaming again to talk about the game. So yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll be watching the rest of this Jets game, no doubt. Definitely enjoy the rest of your night, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Enjoy yourselves. Remember, shake, squat up, follow, slide. Peace out, guys. Peace. See you guys later. Peace out.